somebody's purse. What up, YouTubey? Denny in Saigon. My name's Denny. I'm an American, but I live in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I just seen a money purse on the road, but I'm not gonna stop and pick it up. Somebody else will get it. Might have money and it might not. Like a little coin purse, somebody dropped it. People drop stuff all the time. It's another beautiful day, and I just finished teaching at language center near my home. I went in there, and usually the classes are very disorganized and stuff, or you don't know what's going on. They change everything around a lot. So I went in there, and there's no students in the class, and I just sat there. I prepared everything and sat for about 15 or 20 minutes. Finally, I went down and asked, so they brought me students. It was about maybe let's see, there was 6 girls and 6 boys. It's about a dozen students, and they were beginners, and I was teaching them sports, and it was a pretty easy hour. And so now I'm out to get some food. I went and stopped and got Latteria. I shouldn't be doing that, right? I'm blowing my diet. Nice school over here. The school, they break here a little bit, and it's like this place just fills up with students. You won't even hardly be able to get through here. So yeah, cheeseburgers, the same, everything's, as far as food goes, here, they don't have the giant variety of food we have at home. They do have treats and snacks and stuff, but, M&Ms and candy bars, Snickers and all that. They're, I don't know what they are, $1, same as home, I think. Cheeseburgers, I just bought 2 cheeseburgers for, that's about $5. Same as home, pretty much, whatever. Maybe even a little cheaper there, I guess, I don't know. But mostly the food is going to be roughly the same. I mean, you can eat cheap here, though. You can eat, they have, rice, and the food cooked on the street's cheap. They have coconuts and all that fruit and all that. This is real cheap, really, but like if you want to make, if you want steak dinner or something like that, a real cheeseburger at a restaurant, home-cooked cheeseburger, it's probably cost you a little more. I think I went over to a place called, what is that place called? Let me think about it. An American guy, Vietnamese American guy, he's making Chuck's, maybe? I think it's Chuck's downtown. He's making cheeseburgers, and they're real good. They're like $5 or $6 a burger, but just like home. So yeah, there's plenty of food, and especially in Saigon. See the dragon fruit, man? It's very delicious. Hello. The flowers. I never buy my wife flowers. She doesn't like it. She just wants stuff she can eat. See, if you want meat, they have plenty of it. I don't know what it all is. Hello. Yeah, so a lot of food here. A lot of food. I mean, you can get fat here too. I lost weight in Cambodia, but I gained weight when I come here. To be honest with you, I was walking every day in Cambodia. I didn't ride a motorbike around because of the situation there in Phnom Penh. And I walked to school every day, and I walked a lot every day, and I ate rice every day. And I lost a lot of weight. I got down to my lowest weight in my adult life, living in Cambodia. But then when I come to Vietnam, I started gaining my weight right back. Life is good here, really. And you may love Vietnamese food. It's, some people do. Some people really love pho. I don't like it so much. It's okay, but it just depends who makes it. As far as security goes, I mean, there's not a lot of violence here that I've witnessed. There's some theft, There's always going to be theft. It's a big city. Theft's everywhere in the world. I seen a guy on Facebook that got his motorbike stolen. Just, he had a brand new dirt bike. Which, that happens, man. That's kind of a common thing. If you have a brand new bike and stuff, if you have a really nice ride, then you're going to be a target. They'll notice you, okay? They're going to notice you when you park the bike, okay? But the people who want to steal it, I mean, I have an old motorbike all the time. Nobody wants to steal it. The police don't really even want to load my motorbike on a truck, take it away, usually. And that's the way I like to live. But you can have, you got to have bars on your windows, and everybody does. Everybody has, you know, locks. My neighbor comes over at night. He reminds me to shut my door. about the same time he shut his door, about 9:30 at night, whatever. He's a young dude, nice guy. Young family lives right across from me, and he comes over and says, "Hello, shut door." So they look out for each other in the neighborhood, which is cool. You know, it's so they have dog theft and stuff like that here, motorbike theft. Probably have car theft, I guess. And that kind of stuff. You know, for foreigners, a lot of foreigners come here, and then they're looking for a place to live. They'll end up living with a whole bunch of other foreigners, like in a big house, a big shared house. You know, that's where you run into a lot of problem here. It's probably not a good idea, because, you know, around here, people are, what's going to happen, they're going to, let's see, where am I going? Oh, this way. You know, people are going to take off with your stuff. You're going to live in a house with a bunch of people from around the world, and next thing you know, they're going to be on a plane to Germany or somewhere with your laptop. It happens a lot here. I hear about it. So, you know, you don't want to take roommates and stuff like that here, I don't think. It's a bad idea. Bad idea any time in life, really. Unless it's like, you know, your brother or something. Roommates are a bad idea. You got to keep your dogs locked up if you have dogs and stuff. You got to keep your doors locked and your windows locked, and you know, it's a city. But as far as violence and stuff, I don't feel any problem from, you know, living in this city at all. I think it's safer than Fort Wayne, I would say. Vietnam Airlines travel agency. People are very friendly here, so people are helpful. So, I mean, they do have, you know, I read the news, and they have some crime and stuff like that, but they do sentence people in prison and this and that. They do have some murders and stuff. It does happen, but usually the murders that I've read about is it's like crimes of passion. You know, like some dude flipped out and killed the woman he loved or something. I think you recognize where I'm at. Back over here where I was yesterday. You can get lost in these little alleyways. You definitely get turned around. Hopefully they do come out in the same place that you went in. As far as, you know, living over here in 12, you don't get a lot of people to talk to. You don't have a lot of people to talk to. Let's go down this way. Let's see what's down here. If you're a foreigner, you know, and you speak English, not that many people speak English. Hello! Not that many people speak English, so that's why I make my videos, really. I'm bored. I get bored here. I want to talk to somebody. I try to talk to people online a little bit, but, you know, everybody's in bed when when I'm awake. They're on the opposite side of the world. Vietnam is on the opposite side of the planet as the USA. See, that was a home and a manufacturing. I should have showed you that, but there's like a family in there. They're like making clothes, and then they're changing diapers at the same place. It's like that here, you know. It's just somebody's dog. I hear dogs barking at night over by my place, and that's a good thing. You know, I woke up last night in the middle of the night because I heard noise. I thought it was in my kitchen, but it was actually outside. I'm sleeping, you know, I'm going to turn around, man. I'm sleeping in the by my balcony, like the rest of, you know, the Vietnamese do over here. It's hot, and you have your windows open and stuff. I got my balcony doors open, and I heard the guy put his motorbike away, my neighbor, at I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning. I woke up. I'm not a very sound sleeper. If you're messing around in my kitchen or something, I'm gonna know. Believe me. See that, like manufacturing, and in between the houses, and I don't know. Maybe this is like an industrial park. There's homes and stuff spread out through all this stuff, so I mean, you can rent these homes, right? You can rent some of these. And I told my wife, you know, it'd be cool if we could just buy a whole building and lease it out. I don't know. That's how you make money. Hello. I'm just cruising around. See, they don't seem to mind too much. They don't I don't bother them too much, just rolling around my phone like this, I guess. But at nighttime, right? Okay, at nighttime there's no privacy. So I've noticed that living with the Vietnamese. You know, my neighbor's just a young family, and him and his wife are, you know, walking around. Everybody's walking around with not much clothes on and stuff, and they're just right outside my window. Like when I go out my balcony, I want to go out there for fresh air, but you know, his wife's out in her room and just right across from me, you know. And I don't want to be creepy. So I mean, I don't know. It's just there's no privacy. They're not like the West, stuff like that. So they can see right into my bathroom and all that. Should have showed you that girl. I didn't want to be creepy. There's like, they got all these salons and stuff, and a lot of times the girls are just sitting there hanging out waiting for something to do, and they're always good looking. They're always sexy. They're always beautiful. See, if you want your motorbike fixed, you can probably find a shop somewhere. They have them around. It's a school back here, looks like, I guess. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? Get sidetracked looking at stuff. Another bike shop. See, there's like a lot of bike shops, manufacturing. So these people are sell the spools, and who knows what they're making. If I could figure out a way to ship stuff efficiently over to the USA, man, then I could probably make a lot of money. It's not cheap. It's not cheap right now. Let's see what else was I was being asked about. Let's see, security and the cost of living, and you know, compared to the USA, man, no, there's no comparison. You can't really compare living here. That's why it's even though I'm making a whole lot less money, I'm going to be able to pay my support from here because nice coffee shop, huh? I should stop in there. There's not a lot going on there. I don't have to own a car here. This motorbike is way cheaper than a car. Just, I mean, there is no comparison. If you own a used car, it's just a money pit. It's just an endless money pit. This thing's not costing me that much money. I'll put a little bit of money into it, but the whole thing's cost me $200 so far, you know, and that's it. That's all it's going to cost me. Maybe a little more than that, but you know, the van at home, I bought it for $900. I know. And they lasted a summer and the transmission went out, you know. 2005. They're junk. All the used cars in America are junk, pretty much. They charge you a lot for them and they're junk. Let's see, which way do I want to go? So that part is way cheaper here. You don't got to own a car. You're going to save a lot of money just on that alone. You don't have to fight the cold here. You know, fighting the cold is expensive. I have to have 2 wardrobes, entire wardrobes full of clothes at home, you know, and a whole bunch of stuff. And here I don't. I can live out of a bag, one bag. I can have t-shirts and a few shirts, and I'm fine, you know. It's just a lot easier. You don't have to fight the cold. You don't have to own a car. The rent is much cheaper. So insurance right there. The phone only cost me $20 a year. The phone in the USA was costing me about $65 a month for the cheapest plan. You know, there's a whole lot of ways in which this is just a lot cheaper here. Even though you make less money, you don't have to make as much. Hello. Really. I mean, everybody needs lots of money. Everybody needs... I'm always under the gun because I have debts and I got kids, and I feel like there's no amount of money I could make that's going to be enough. But if you're living in the West, you know, it's like a rat race. You never stop. You never get a chance to slow down. And my son is going to graduate next May, and I've been trying to give him the best advice I can as a father. You know, without having, you know, a lot to give him. I don't have Joe Biden's position where I can just give my son, you know, millions and millions of dollars for life, every month for life. You know, I don't have that. I don't know where I'm at. I'm way lost. Can't figure out where I'm at. Anyways, I told him, you know, when he graduates, he's like the little turtle, you know. Oh, I know where I am at. I know where I'm at. I want to go this way. He's like a little sea turtle that's just hatched, you know. He's going to try to make it to the sea, and there's predators going to try to snag you before you make it. Okay. Let's see here. I can do this. I can do it. I did it. See the pagoda? I know where I'm at. If you're 18 and you're just graduating from high school, I mean, they're going to try to saddle you with debt. Okay. Here's a little lesson in life. They're going to saddle you with debt when you're 18 years old. As soon as you graduate, round then, they want you to sign shit. They want you to sign this, sign here, sign there. You won't have the first day of college, first class, and they want you to sign for thousands and thousands of dollars you can't default on. They don't know you'll ever graduate. They want you to sign for this and sign for that. You buy a car, get a credit card. Don't get in debt, okay, in the USA if you can avoid it. I mean, the whole USA is set up to keep you in debt. If you haven't figured that out by now, the whole thing is... it's built into the system. I mean, they're trying to keep you in debt. They're trying to keep you in perpetual poverty, so that you work all the time and give them your labor, give them the sweat off your ass, give them all your energy. It's don't sign anything. If you're 18 years old, don't get in debt. Don't get a credit card. You don't need debt. You don't need credit. Okay, you don't need credit. They're going to tell you. They're all going to tell you, you need credit. Start working on your credit right away. Well, I would suggest you go work on your income right away. Okay, I would suggest you do whatever you have to do. Okay, whatever you have to do to build an income before you work on. You don't need credit till you're well, and you know, a lot older than 18. A lot older than 18. You don't need credit. What you need is income. You need income. You need a bank account. You need a big fat bank account. You need savings. Okay, you need stability. You need to earn. But you don't need credit. You don't need debt. Don't follow that advice. I think it's bad advice. So I've tried to tell my son, you know, even if you want to go to college or whatever, but whatever you want to do, you don't want to be in debt. You don't want to take out any loans. You know, I wouldn't even sign a lease. I wouldn't buy a car. I wouldn't buy here, pay here. I wouldn't do anything if I was 18 doing it all over again. Nothing. If I had to go live out in the damn desert in a diaper, that's what I would do, but I wouldn't accumulate no debt. Because that's what my life is. When I went back to the USA and started looking through my files, my paperwork, you know, my whole entire life was just a series of collections and debts and judgments, and it was awful. It was freaking awful. It's just been awful to live there. And now, in 2019, 2020, now the debt collectors are all real aggressive, you know. They come after you real aggressively. When I was in the USA, I went to a factory, and it was a 12-hour shift. It was super hot in there. I got kind of overheated. They sent me to the ER, you know, because I got real overheated. I went to the ER, it was maybe 30 minutes. They charged me $1,500, you know, which my employer was supposed to pay, but so far they have not paid it. They're trying to collect on me. $1,500 for 30 minutes in the ER. And I want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with the USA and all the whole debt mess that they got going on there. If you just step foot in the country, you're going to owe money. Okay, if you just step foot there, you're going to owe money. Everything's way too expensive. They jacked the price of everything. I mean, climate change and all that, my ass. Climate change, my ass. They do more polluting in Asia than they do anywhere in the West, and but they're going to make you pay for it. They're going to make you pay for it. Nobody cares, and I'm not going to start on that, you know, rant, but for example, they jacked the price of my, you know, my insurance. I had to pay a fine for Obamacare, $3,500 freaking dollars. Obama cost me $3,500. He didn't do a damn thing for me. Not a damn thing. But whatever. He cost me money is what he did. And probably a lot more than that. But so yeah, it's a lot cheaper here. A lot cheaper, a lot easier, a lot more laid back. Just a lot you feel a lot freer, I guess. Your time feels more free. Look at this little coffee shop. It's empty, but I wish I owned it. You feel a lot more free here. I mean, I realize it's a communist country, but it's not a regime. They do censor the internet. But you can go around that. They don't search your bags when they pull you over. It's not a police state like home. You know, There's another bunch of things I forgot, but it's just a lot easier. It's a whole lot easier. Only some things are harder. Maybe finding clothes. Finding clothes is maybe more difficult. You know, driving a car here is not going to be easy. But no problem. I don't want one. I don't want a car. Really don't. I don't want the expense. Anyways, yeah, I'm almost to Minmart. I hope I didn't rant again. So check this out. If you need hardware and stuff like that, they have everything that you might need. You gotta tell them what you want and they'll go back and get it. Show them a picture. Anyways, thanks for watching my videos. I hope I'm answering your questions. I'll try to answer all your questions. If you want, you can email me at denny@bdenny.com. And I hope wherever you are, you're having a wonderful day. Hello.